Yes, becoming a certified nurse midwife in my late 30s is going to take a while, and I might not be able to deliver babies on my own until I'm about 43, 44, 45 years old. If God called me to this, and this is the path I'm supposed to be on this late in life, I just got to be obedient. I got to follow the calling, and I got to do what I got to do to make sure that this crisis that we're having when it comes to maternal health care comes to an end somehow. So let's talk about it. Hey, and welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, hey girl, hey, my name is Chrissy and I'm so happy to have you here. I hope and pray that you stick around. So if you are planning to stick around, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell twice so that way you're notified every time I post a video. And of course, if you've been here all these years, love you, girl. So as you guys can see from the title, we are going to be doing a Journey to Midwifery update because it has been a while since I've talked about my journey. So I just want to kind of catch you guys up, what I have been doing, why I'm doing this, and all that good stuff. So without any further ado, let's just hop into it. So first things first, I'm still getting traction on my doula video, share my journey on how I became a doula and all of that. So I just want to say thank y'all so much for all the continuous love and support on that. I'm so grateful for y'all. Knowing my story and testimony in becoming a doula has encouraged some of y'all out there to become a doula. I'm just so full, girl. Like, I'm just so full. My heart is full. God is good. God is the greatest. And I'm just so thankful to hear those stories, reaching out for resources on how to go about your journey and all of that. And fast forward, I shared how I am embarking on a new journey to become a midwife. So I want to talk about why I kind of like put being a doula on hold to become a midwife, and how I'm going about becoming a midwife, what I am doing to do all those things, and all that good stuff. All right. So when it comes to birth work, I became a certified doula. I shared my process, the training I went through, and all of that good stuff. I would say all that good stuff. Golly, why I gotta say all that good stuff? Okay, Chrissy, come on. Chrissy, bring it back. Chrissy, bring it back. I became a doula in 2022. I was literally 8 months pregnant when I was going through my training. And so as soon as I had my baby, of course, I had to take care of him, going through postpartum. Also, I was living on the border, get consultations and inquiries about my services. But because of postpartum, my husband's work schedule comes in insurance, because either your insurance covers your doula services or you have to pay out of pocket. And so a lot of people were weary about that because some insurances didn't take doula services, which is crazy because a lot of moms are hiring doulas because the numbers don't lie. Yo, God done told us so many times, the numbers don't lie, honey. And a lot of moms are benefiting from having doula services, having that assistance and that advocacy and the care that they need to have a beautiful childbirth experiences. But as we see, things are coming to the light, how insurance, that's another topic for another day. Feeling discouraged, kind of feeling defeated. After moving to Austin, I wanted to pick up my doula services and everything again to be of service to women here in Austin. Also in San Antonio, because San Antonio is an hour away. Also, I became a childbirth educator. I think there's a doula agency here. So also, there are birthing centers here that do hire doulas and have doulas on staff and stuff like that. So I looked into it, but also I had my certification to be a childbirth educator. Just with the timing of everything, lifestyle and all that, I prayed to God about it, and I realized like, okay, I needed to put that on hold. But I have my certification to teach childbirth classes. I started reaching out, I started applying to hospitals so that way I can like, be, how when you're pregnant, they have like different classes that you can take in preparation for child. A lot of women pop up pregnant, but they don't know like the science behind childbirth, the things you need to do to prepare for childbirth, and also, taking care of yourself, taking care of you and the baby inside. I felt like there was a lack of education when it comes to childbirth and pregnancy and stuff like that. My schedule allowed for me to do that. I was like, okay, well, let me apply to hospital jobs and apply to agencies. Never got the job. So I was like, okay, God, Obviously, I am called to do something when it comes to childbirth because I know I've been passionate about a lot of things in my life. One thing I never lost passion about was motherhood. And when it comes to motherhood, specifically pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum. So I said, okay, God, well, at this point, what do I do? The lack of compassion, advocacy, and a lack of care that Black moms are continuing to endure in the United States bothers me to my core. You know, as a doula, by law, we can only do but so much, but we can only say but so much. And so I would get asked all the time, like, hey, what medicine should I take? And by law, I cannot do that, okay? With my training and my certification, I cannot do that. You know, I just had a real deep come to Jesus with Jesus. I just said, yo, where do I go from here? And to be able to advocate the way that I want to advocate for my mamas, being hands-on from the beginning. With doulas, we take care of the mamas at the end. So once you hit like that 36-week mark, that's when we rock with you until you deliver your beautiful blessing and help you with postpartum. Or if you're a postpartum doula, you help out with postpartum. I want to be there from the beginning. Once you peel your stick and it says you're positive, you come in, and I'm rocking with you. Like, we are going on this journey together. I'm going to make sure all your vitals are good. I'm going to make sure I know all your history, concerns, anything that doesn't feel right, anything that isn't right. We're not sweeping that under the rug, okay? Because in the day, that needs to be taken care of right then and there. It's not, oh, that's normal. Oh, it happens to every mom, because every mom experiences something different. We got to stop with this, oh, it's just normal. Oh, being dismissive about their concerns. We got to stop doing that. So now you see how, like, although like I'm saying this now, by law, I cannot do that because, you know, by law, especially in Texas, y'all, oh my gosh, like, you can tell they do not care about women. I say that with love, but they do not care about women or children. Let's get back on track. Let's get back on track. With everything that I want to do when it comes to maternal health care is become a midwife. There's no other way around it but to be a midwife. Yes, there are different paths to midwifery. You have the certified midwife route, you have the certified professional midwife, you have the licensed midwife, and then you also have the certified nurse midwife. Going down the path of becoming a certified nurse midwife. Why, Chrissy? Why are you doing that? Why do you want to become a nurse? Why do you want to go down this long path? I know, girl. I've asked myself the same questions. I'm from a family line of nurses. My grandma was a midwife. My mom was a nurse. My other grandma was a nurse. Like, I come from a line of nurses. Like, it's in my DNA. Went down different paths, you know, growing up, because I thought I was going to do this. I thought I was going to be that. I thought I was going to live here. I went down different paths, but my son, my baby boy, brought me back to where my true love really was. And that was motherhood and pregnancy. I don't know, it was like having my son in a border town really brought that passion back. And I have not stopped fighting or trying to find ways to be more hands-on and be more active and be more helpful on this journey. And plus, where most of the things happen and things that occur when it comes to the neglect, the abuse, the dismissiveness of maternal health care in the hospitals. You can go to a midwife school, be done in 2 years, 3 years, but that limits me from being able to help certain, help women in a certain setting. So like certain certifications and licensures, you can only do home births or you can do birthing centers. I'm not saying things don't happen over there, but most things happen in the hospitals. Be where the problem is to be a solution into what is happening. So with that being said, I give a breakdown of like the path, okay? So I'm taking science classes to get into nursing school. Then once I have all the credits to get into nursing school, then I'm going to apply to get into an ABSN program, which is Accelerated Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Obviously, I have to go that route because I already have a bachelor's degree. So now they have nursing programs that you can complete in 12 to 18 months. But with having a bachelor's degree, you can go to another 4-year program. You have to do this. At least that's what I've been told, and that's what I've researched. So basically, I'm going to take an accelerated BSN program or like a fast track program to get through nursing school. And then once I get through nursing school and I pass, then I have to take the NCLEX, the test that every nurse has to take in order to become an RN. So before I can even become a midwife, because like I said, I'm going the certified nurse midwife route to become an RN before I can become a midwife. Yeah, so basically I have to be an RN, and then I will become a labor and delivery nurse. So since I want to become a midwife, and that's my specialty, I will have to do labor delivery, work in the maternity area. Basically, my specialty is maternity. So I want to become a labor and delivery nurse, and I will have to do that for 2 years before I become a midwife. So now with that, so you can get a master's in midwifery. Right now I got to get into nursing school, first of all. But if all goes according to plan, I'm getting the hang of studying, and I, am happy, I'm proud of what I'm doing and all of that. Then like I said, I want to go all the way. And so, like I said, either it's going to be master's in midwifery, or we're going to go all the way up and get that DMP in midwifery, which I think I want to do more than ever. That's the timeline, that's the path. And yes, it's going to take me a while. It's going to take me a while. And I might not be able to deliver babies on my own until I am 44 years old. But you know what? Babies are getting older. Hey, all my kids are going to be in school before I know it. So what else am I going to do as a stay-at-home mom? And I feel like I'm called to do, but something that I'm passionate about. But like I said, I can only do but so much. I can only say but so much as a doula and a childbirth educator, because by law, okay, like it's the laws, it's the laws that you have to really be careful with, because not only are people's lives in your hands, but if you tell them certain information, or you do certain things when you don't have the credentials or the license to do so, you can be held liable and go to jail. And I help moms, I don't want to go to jail before I even get a chance to do that. And so that's the plan, and that's what I'm doing. So right now, like I said, I'm taking my science classes. So I am taking anatomy and physiology, and also microbiology. Obviously, I didn't have a nursing background, so I have other credits that I can use towards getting into nursing school, but I don't have any science classes. Anatomy and physiology and microbiology. Then I have to do, I think I do 2 parts of anatomy, and then I have to take chemistry. I have a list of stuff. I'm taking those classes online. If you'd like to know what online program I'm using, please send me a message or a DM, and I would definitely send that along, because although it's not super cheap, it works for my lifestyle. Okay, like it's self-paced. I think you have to have everything completed within a year. You have to start within 6 months, but you have to have everything completed within a year. Finish in 5 weeks or 11 weeks. It's self-paced. Just do it. And to have a professor again, I'm like, oh my God, this is like so crazy. I'm trying to do 2 at a time, because that's what I can, that's what I can manage at the time. So once I'm done with those 2, it's on to the next 2 and the next 2 and the next 2. Because I think I just need 8 classes, which is perfect, because by the time I complete everything, I should be having enough credit. The school that I'm trying to get into, they need to see that I completed half of my credits for my prerequisites to even be considered for nursing school. And so make sure I get on there, honey, and pass these things. So I am a little seasoned, and I haven't been to school since 2014. I have been relearning how to learn. I'm a little old school, but this is my notebook. This is my study notebook. And I literally have been like writing down, like this is look, you see, I got like the highlighters and all that. Like, this is how I have been studying, because that's how I learned when I was in college. Like, that's how I passed. I wrote down everything. I have my index cards, because with my online program, you don't have books. They don't provide you with books. Now that I know what I need to do and what will work for me, is having flashcards and having books. So I shared this on TikTok. I found some flashcards at Barnes and Nobles. So I'll link these down below for y'all. You can tell that's why I say our phones are listening to us, girl, because why did something pop up on TikTok Shop? So weird about buying stuff on TikTok Shop. Found something that's similar, and I love these. Are flashcards here, and each card, all these cards are color coordinated. I don't know why it got dark. Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why it got dark. So all of these are color coordinated according to the function, what body part, and all that. And so, yes, you can see the chemistry of life. Why is it getting dark? Here's the chemistry of life, the cells and tissue, because you can see this is a lot to remember and to study. And I'm just like, girl, I don't care how old I get, I will always be a student forever and everything. And so these things we did not learn in doula training. And so, because like I said, doula, you're not a medical provider, so you cannot give medical advice. So now I'm learning about the human body, because we gotta learn how it functions. But now it makes sense why, oh my God, that's why I get inflamed, or that's why my shoulder be popping. Like, it's so crazy to like know your body, because like I said, we all live in a physical body, but a lot of us don't really know how it functions, and we don't know it's all. So I got these flashcards because I am a visual learner, and I'm able to learn by seeing visual. Professor never said to get these, but if I'm gonna pass her class, I'm going to have to do what works for me, okay? And so these, how many cards are in here, Lord? It said there's more than 330 cards in here. Crazy. So yes, so I love these cards here. So I have these cards here. And also books. So at the Barnes & Nobles I went to, they only had like 3 anatomy books. And so I found this one because it's a coloring book. So I found this because I love coloring books. I am a big kid at heart. I love coloring with my kids and their little Paw Patrol and Bluey books and stuff like that. They have adult coloring books that are so therapeutic. So I highly recommend it, okay? But yeah, in here you can learn the body, but you can color on the pages. I love it. So you can like learn, label, or you can color them. Give me some crayons and some markers, because you got to make learning fun. Like, I think, like, although learning can be boring, who wants to learn? Learning can be boring sometimes, but you have to make it fun. Like, with me going on this long journey ahead, I have to make sure that I'm very knowledgeable, I'm well equipped, and all of that, because I can't be messing with people's lives. People's lives are going to be in my hands, and I cannot fail them, but also I can't go in being dumb either. Say how certain doctors and nurses can become doctors and nurses. Like, looking at the price of this makes me gag. You think I'm gonna put my license and people's lives in jeopardy? There are so many people that become doctors and nurses, but yes, they're smart, they're knowledgeable, but they don't care about people. They don't care about human lives. They don't care about women's concerns. Just go in, oh, it's fine. Oh, it's normal. Oh, you're okay. It's just go take some Tylenol, go take some Advil. Oh, you're fine. You'll be okay. Or just let a mom sit in the triage asking her questions and not put her in the delivery. Like, just like, how can people work in a profession where you're supposed to care for people and people's lives are in your hands, but you don't care about them? So it's not even just about being knowledgeable. It's about being compassionate and being caring and helpful when people's lives are in your hands. So I say all this to say, this is why I went out of my way to buy my books. I'm going to go to another Barnes & Nobles and try to find more books, because I got to do what I got to do. Knowledgeable about the body and all the things. That way I'm well equipped for nursing school. And like I said, we're taking it one step at a time, however long this takes, whatever the path is, however long it takes, we got to do what we have to do, because like I said, there's a generation of women growing up right now. They're coming up, people in the healthcare profession that don't care. We need more compassionate and caring healthcare providers, so that way people can live, they can have beautiful experiences again. So yes, that is my update with y'all. Right now I'm studying and learning My goal is to get into nursing school next year. Sorry, girly, my camera overheated and cut off, and it said, "You not turn this back on until we cool off," okay? But yes, so if all goes according to plan, I will try to apply to nursing school next year. If not, the following fall. But right now, I got to take these classes to get my credits to be able to apply to nursing school. And then we'll go from there. As from my understanding, nursing school is not easy at all. It is not easy. And I can see why. Like I said, if God called me to it, he's going to get me through it. And you know, that's why I'm sharing this journey, because I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard days, it's going to be good days, but it's going to be more hard days because it's a lot to remember, it's a lot to study, and it's going to be a lot. I want to share my journey in case one of you guys out there are on the same path, or you're starting over in your late 30s, early 40s, 50s, whenever. If you are starting a nursing journey as well this late in life, let me know in the comments. But also, we are in this together, girl. Ever tips you have, whatever advice you can give your girl, and also, like, you know, community that I can be a part of, so I don't feel alone or I don't feel like I'm overwhelmed by myself. Let me know in the comments, because I want to find community on this journey, because I know there are going to be hard days, but I know I don't have to go through these hard days alone. I want that so bad going into this journey. If you have any doula questions or childbirth education classes, or if you're on a similar path as well, let me know so we can talk about it in the comments, girl. All right, so y'all send some prayers up for your girl, and let's continue to do the work so we can be the best midwife that we can in the future. All right, love you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.